What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Now, here's my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether it be in theaters, streaming, etc. All right, here are some of the pretty big one. One of which we of course got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Of course, this is based on a very popular role playing game starring this one. Of course, stars Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant's in this. And it's where like a charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers embark on an epic quest to retrieve a long lost relic, but their charming adventure goes dangerously awry when they run out of few of the wrong people. And I gotta say, the trailer looks really fun. I wasn't really like too excited for this app when they first announced it because the last time they had a Dungeon Dragon movie did not turn out so well. But I'm intrigued to see where they're gonna take this one to. The trailers look decent, and I'm not really much of a D&D guy, but I'm still intrigued to check this one out in general. I'm hoping it's great, so we'll have to see. All right. Also out, we got the film. One film I'm actually more interested in over Dungeon and Dragon, to be honest. Yeah, Dungeon and Dragon looks great, but between these two films, I just might be more interested in this one. It's a film called 1001. Unapologetic and free spirit Inez kidnaps her 60-year-old son Terry from the foster care system. They set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in a rapidly changing New York City. Now, this does star Tiana Taylor, who I think, who actually looks terrific in this. Looks like they're also going to different parts of the kid's life from his, a little bit like, Moonlight in a weird way. I am getting a bit of a Moonlight feel to this with him, with them showing him as a kid to a young man. So I'm intrigued to check this one out when it premieres. It does look really fascinating. The cinematography looks great. I'm intrigued to check this one out when it premieres. All right. Now, we also got a couple of stuff on Netflix. We, of course, got Murder Mystery 2, which stars Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Now, private detectives launching their own agency, Nick and Audrey Smith, land at the center of an international investigation when a friend is abducted. And the trailer for this, I gotta say, looks fun. I really quite like the first Murder Mystery, and of course, Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston have really great chemistry. You also have some other additions like Mark Strong's in this, Jodie Turner Smith. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out when it premieres. All right, we also got a Japanese film called Kill Buksun. At work, she's a renowned assassin. At home, she's a single mom to a teenage girl. Killing is easy. It's parenting that's the hard part. So that could be intriguing to check out. I mean, hey, I do love a good, martial arts based film, and this could be intriguing to check out. All right. We got a new anime film coming to Netflix called Black Clover Sword of the Wizard, which is, of course, based on the Black Clover series. In a world where magic is everything, Asta, a boy who is born with no magic, aims to become the Wizard King to overcome adversity, prove his power, and keep his oath with his friends. And it could be interesting. I mean, I'm not really much of an anime guy, so I can't really comment if it's gonna be good or not. But it could be interesting, I guess. All right, on Disney Plus and Disney Channel, actually, we got Prom Pack, which stars Dookie Kamala star Pam Elizabeth Lee, along with Milo Manheim, Wendy McClellan-Covey. And here's what it's about. It is the height of prom season, but high school senior Mandy Yang has her sights set on a singular goal, attending Harvard. When she finds out that she has been deferred, she is determined to do whatever she can to get herself off the wait list, even if that means asking the one person who represents everything she avers or star jock Graham Lansing, whose father is a powerful senator and Harlem alum. After the trailer for this actually does look really cute and charming. I mean, definitely feels very Disney Channel s. Pam Elizabeth Lee, she also has Doogie, which I will probably get you here a bit. Miles Mannheim's supposed to be in the upcoming Thanksgiving film, so talk about turnaround there. So I think this could be a trade check out. All right. Also out, we got the film Tetris. Hank Rogers discovers Tetris in 1988 and then risks everything by traveling to Soviet Union, where he joined forces with inventor Alexei Pajanov, Pajanov to bring the game to the masses. And of course, you got Taron Egerton in this. This looks terrific. I mean, of course, I do love these type of true story films, and Taron Egerton looks great in this. I mean, seeing a film about the story of Tetris and how that was created and stuff, I think could be a intriguing check out. So could be interesting. All right, on Hulu, we got a British film called Rye Lane, following two youngsters reeling from bad breakups who connects over a particularly eventful day in South London. And this could be an interesting check out. I mean, yeah, this is actually supposed to be premiering on Onyx Collection, which I haven't really seen much stuff from them, but I have been hearing some decent stuff from that catalog. So this could be interesting. All right, on Shutter, we got the horror film The Unheard. After undergoing an experimental procedure to restore her damaged hearing, 20-year-old Chloe Graydon begins to suffer from auditory hallucinations, seemingly related to the mysterious disappearance of her mother. Now, this does Lachlan Watson, who of course recently played Glenn and Glenda in Chucky season 2. And I gotta say, this looks really interesting. I mean, really nice to see Locken really branching out into films, because Locken is also going to be in the new A24 film, Y2K, which I'm also interested in seeing that. So, yeah, I gotta say, this looks like it could be something really intriguing to check out. So, it looks creepy. So hopefully, this could be something really decent. All right. Also in there is we got Spinning Gold. Neil Bogart launches Casablanca Records in the 1970s, giving rise to such musical acts as Donna Summers, Perlman, Gladys Knight, the Isley Brothers, the Village People, Bill Withers, and Kiss. Along with a ragtag team of young music lovers, Casablanca Records rewrites history and changes the industry forever. Now, of course saw the trailer for this, and to be honest, I did not really care much for the trailer. I mean, has really cool iconic disco music and stuff, but some of the actors playing these parts just don't like. I believe you have Wiz Khalifa playing George Clinton. Like that, really, I don't. I like Wiz Khalifa, but that's a weird casting there. So I don't know if they're gonna be good or not, but maybe it could be a surprise. But we'll have to wait and see. All right. Also out, we got Perfect Addiction, which I did saw. Unfortunately. See, it's about Sienna, who is an MMA trainer who thinks her champion boyfriend Jax and herself are on the perfect team until she discovers he's cheating on her with her own sister. Bent on revenge, Sienna starts training the one man who's capable of dethroning Jax, and of course, she has a falling for him there. Now, this is the star Kiana Madara, I think her name is. She of course was in like the after movies. She was in some other stuff here and there. She was in that Netflix series Trinkets, which I thought was really decent. So, and top off, this also has Ross Butler, who was just in the recent Shazam film. So yeah, I actually just I was a little bored, and I decided to check it out online. This movie is horrible. I mean, this movie makes After look like Citizen Kane. Like this is Citizen Kane compared to the After films, which makes sense, I guess, because this is from the same people who did gave us After. So there's that. But yeah, this does not look all that great. The acting is actually pretty terrible. I mean, yeah, it feels like they want to either like be either 50 Shades of Grey or just be After, but it is what it is, I guess. All right. Also out, we got a French movie called Smoking Causes Coughing, which I actually saw the preview for this. I don't really watch too much French cinema, but this one I'm kind of a treat check out. Here's what it's about. A group of vigilantes called the Tobacco Forces is falling apart. To rebuild team spirit, their leader suggests that they meet for a week-long retreat before returning to save the world. It's directed by Quentin Duplass, who's directed other movies like the awesome horror film Rubber, which, if you guys haven't seen Rubber, it's about Kill a Tire. Really fun film there. He also directed Deerskin. He's done some like weird films in the past years. So yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to check this one out. I mean, of course, this looks like it will be Quentin's superhero genre, so it could be intriguing to check out. All right, also out we got a horror film called Ennis Man. Living on the island off the Cornish coast, a wildlife volunteers daily observation of a rare flower takes a dark turn into a strange and metaphysical, forcing her to question what is real and what is a nightmare. And I saw the preview for this. This is actually from Neon, who's made some really decent films. Like most recent, Neon put out Infinity Pool. They also did the David Cronenberg film Crimes of the Future last year, which were both really decent. Weird, but decent. I saw the preview for this. This I did not care much for. I mean, it looks pretty boring. Does not look all that scary and everything. I mean, I'm not all that interested in checking this one out. All right. We also got some some fake based stuff here because obviously Easter is around the corner, so perfect timing. We got something that just premiered at a fan event called Helen, I believe. At just 23 years old, Helen Morales heads to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for her first Olympic Games. She competes against Sori Oshida, 13-time world champion and most decorated wrestler of all time. Yoshida has been defeated for over 4 straight years until Morales shocks the world and becomes the first and only American woman to win a gold medal in wrestling. So yeah, I'm not. I saw the preview for this. Does not really look all that interesting in my opinion. So I'm probably not gonna check that one out. All right. We also got the Dalai Lama documentary called "Never Forget the Dalai Lama's Untold Story." The story of the Dalai Lama's journey and escapes into exile in 1959. Could be intriguing there. All right, we also got Invagio, the travels of Pope Francis. During the first 9 years of his pontificate, Pope Francis visits 53 countries, focusing on the issues of poverty, migration, the environment, solitary, and war. Could be intriguing to check out there. We also got something that actually looks pretty terrible called His Only Son. Abraham is commanded by God to sacrifice his son and find his fate tested during the 3 day journey to the Mount of Moriah. Yeah, I don't mind Christian films. Like, of course, Passion of the Christ is great. Temptation of Christ is pretty decent. So I don't mind movies about, about God or Jesus or anything like that. This actually does not look all that great. I mean, it just looks like if the Asylum was the one who did Passion of the Christ, this is what we got. So yeah, I'm not all that interested in it. Now, this one actually does pretty much hurt. One film we do got coming out this week is Assassin. Now, this is actually the last movie starring that Bruce Willis stars in, and after this, of course, is his retirement, which he deserves it. I hope and it's really sad to to see Bruce Willis, who I've always idolized. I always loved him in stuff like Die Hard, Last Boy Scout. It is a shame that this will be the final film that will see Bruce Willis starring in. Now, as for Assassin, this movie is about private operation events, a futuristic microchip technology that enables the mind of an agent to inhabit the body of another person to carry out covert deadly missions. However, when an agent gets killed during a secret mission, his wife takes his place in an attempt to bring the man responsible to justice. I might check that out. You know, especially since this is Bruce's final film, and I'm interested in and, and I'm interested in checking out in checking this out. I'm hoping it stays sense. It's just a shame that after this we're not really gonna get Bruce Willis movies anymore, which is disappointing there. Because the guy has always put out so much charisma. He's always, yeah, okay, lots of stuff he has put out in recent years weren't all that great. But his like earlier stuff, whether it's Die Hard, Last Boy Scout, Armageddon, The Jackal, has been always interesting, and he has always been an icon. So enjoy your retirement, Bruce. Now, also out this week, we got a horror film called Mulam. Now, this is actually a remake of the film The Last Chef, and here's what the film is about. A rookie police officer, Willing, takes out the last chef at a newly decommissioned police station in an attempt to uncover the mysterious connection between her father's death and a vicious code. That now the trailer for this actually looks really cool. It looks bloody, gory, very creepy. I have seen the original and it was as creepy, so I'm interested to check this one out when it premieres. All right. We also got a movie called Acid Man, which stars Diana Agron and Thomas Hayden Church. Maggie tracks down her estranged father, Lloyd, now living in Oregon wilderness and obsessed with UFOs. After joining one of his nighttime searches, she realizes that his obsession has only intensified over the years as she struggles to understand him and share with him over her own life changing news. Their relationship ebbs and flows true over silly jokes, tender gestures, and sadness. So yeah, I'm intrigued to check this one out. It looks like to be really interesting. I love Thomas Hand Church. Diane Agron's pretty good, so could be intrigued to check out. All right, we also got a film called Space Oddity, which is actually directed by Kira Sedgwick and stars Alexander Shub as well as Kyle Allen, Kevin Bacon, former Big Bang Theory star Simon Helberg, Carrie Preston, Madeline Brewer. And here's what it's about. When Alex gives up on Earth and decides to leave it all behind for one way mission to Mars, an unexpected romance forces him to choose between an uncertain journey to the stars and and an even more uncertain journey of the heart. And the trailer for this looks like to be really intriguing, cute, charming. Alexandra, I've always thought was really good. Like, of course, she was really good at Tragic Girls. She played Storm in the recent X Men movies. Of course, Kyle Allen was just in West Side Story. He's supposed to be the new He Man, so I'm still really wondering if that's still ever happening. But this could be intriguing to check out. All right, now that's all the films coming. Now we got a couple of shows out set to premiere on this week. First up, we got the Big Door Prize coming to Apple. A small town is forever changed when a mysterious machine appears, promising to reveal everyone's true potentials soon. Residents start changing jobs, rethinking relationships, and questioning long-held beliefs. It does star Chris O'Dowd. You also have Scream 6 actor Josh Segura. So this could be intriguing to see. Apple has made some really decent stuff. I just actually finished Shrinking, a really good show there. So I'm intrigued to check this one out when it premieres. All right, on Netflix, we got Emergency New York City, following New York City's frontline medical professionals as they balance the intercity of their work with their personal lives. Interesting there. Also on Netflix, we got Unseen coming to which is a South Africa series where cleaning has never been this deadly. A Netflix series from South Africa produced by Gambit Films. And in it, Zenzi Emwell hides behind her identity as an unremarkable cleaning lady while desperately searching for her husband after he is released from prison. That actually could be really intriguing to check out. We also got the Cruise season 6 coming to Hulu and Peacock, which I like the first two Cruise movie, never released in the series, but it's running to season 6. Wow, that's interesting there. We also got something called Copycat Killer, which I kid you not, I thought this was based on the whatchamacallit, that Real Channel series, crime docu series, where like talks about people who ended up killing people because because they were copying shows or movies. I literally thought this was that, but this is actually a series from the Philippines where a serial killer takes advantage of the media interest over his murders, manipulating their victims, police, and the media, turning the murders into special light meditech. But that actually does sound intriguing. I mean, I don't really watch too much international series. This might actually give it a shot to. It actually does sound intriguing. So maybe when I get a chance, I'll give it a go. All right. We also got Die Hard season 2. Of course, this one stars Kevin Hart. We also got Ben Schwartz, John Cena, Natalie Emmanuel. Here's what Die Hard season 2 is. This is, of course, coming to the Roku channel. After achieving the dream of becoming a bona fide action hero in Die Hard, which, of course, if you guys don't remember, that was actually a series that premiered on QB. Which, you know what? QB did sound like a weird idea and obviously did not last long. But the shows that did premiere on QB was actually not so bad. Like that 50 States of Fright series was not so bad. But anyway, of course, they actually trimmed the first series into a feature that's now on Amazon, so you could watch that there. But anyway, as I was saying, in Die Hard Season 2, after achieving his dream of becoming a bona fide action hero in Die Hard, Kevin Hart now wants to cement his legacy as the greatest action star of all time. He's developed a concept for a revolutionary movie where the action is so unscripted and unexpected that even Kevin won't know what's coming next. But Kevin's malefic dream comes with a blind spot, and he soon finds himself the victim of an evil revenge plot orchestrated by someone from his past. Kevin must enlist the help of his favorite co-star, Jordan King, played by Natalie Emmanuel, who is really good. His over-eager assistant, Andre, played by Ben Schwartz. Andre's mom, played by played by Girls Five Ever star Paula Pell, and legendary Hollywood stuntman Mr. 206, played by John Cena, if he wants to survive. And the trailer for this, I thought was really fun. I really quite liked the first season, so I'm looking forward to check out the second. Sad that we don't really have John Travolta in this. It would have been cool seeing him return. But nonetheless, you have Kevin Hart and John Cena together. I guess Dwayne Johnson was busy, so they got the other next, big wrestler guy here. So I'm gonna check this one out when it premieres. It looks like it could be a really fun series. All right, now speaking of paying literally, we also got Dookie Kamola MD season 2 coming to Disney Plus. Of course, this is like the reboot of Doogie Howser, and I think the series is actually pretty fine. I think Pam Elizabeth Lee, of course, coming off of Andy Mack fame, I think she is pretty good as this character. So I'm gonna check this one out. To check out where they're gonna take season 2 at. So it could be interesting. Last but not least, on Prime Video, we got The Power. Teenage girls suddenly and mysteriously develop a special power that allows them to electrocute people at will. It stars Moana star Aaliyah Carvalho, Toni Collette, and John Leguizamo. So this actually looks like it could be really intriguing to check out. Prime Video has made some really decent stuff recent. So hopefully this could be interesting to see. So could be intriguing. But that's pretty much it. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or shows are you interested in? Are you interested in Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, 2001, The Power, the return of Die Hard? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry signing out.